What's going on, YouTubers? I'm Kevin0015, and this is another episode of my Top 5. And today's theme is my favorite school subjects. Number 1, history. And this is not a countdown. I loved history. I mean, I didn't really care for it, but my teacher in high school, Mr. Thilker, he, opened the interest for me. And after ninth grade, I was history was one of my favorite subjects. I loved it, and I had him for ninth, 10th, and 11th grade. And just those 3 years were awesome for me. And he helped me understand so much. Like, he had this way of teaching where it just stayed in my head. Like, whatever he taught me, he was the first one to teach me, who originally said, "Walk tall and carry a big stick," Teddy Roosevelt, and just a whole bunch of shit. I remember we were having this quiz show type of thing once, and he said, "All right, whoever wins $20." He was that cool of a teacher. He would, whoever won, he gave us $20, and I can say this now because he unfortunately passed away, and we were all playing, and he didn't even get 2 words out of this question. He said, "Here's the bonus question. What cartoon character?" And I was like, "Yogi Bear." And I don't know why, but I already knew what question he was going to ask. What cartoon character was portrayed in Yosemite Park? Yogi Bear. So he was like, "I don't believe it." He's like, "You're right." And everyone's pissed. They're like, "You didn't even finish the fucking question. What the fuck?" He's like, hey, I'm sorry. I know it was a little messed up, but he got it. I mean, what do you want me to do here? He's like, "It's the only bonus question I got." So he's like, "Yeah," he's like, "I can't really give you $20, Kevin. I'm sorry. I just did that to hype you up." And then the next class, he's like, "Can I talk to you outside in the hall for a second?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." We went out there, and he gave me a $20 bill. He's like, "Don't tell any of the students I gave this to you because I'm not actually supposed to give you money." So I took the 20. It was awesome. He was an awesome teacher. Yeah, so there's that. Wow, I spent way too long on that one subject. All right, here we go. English. English was fun, even for me, even in college. I mean, history, I was like, oh, when I got to college, it was fucking different. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. It was fucking hard. But English, I still liked when I was in college, even though I had to take English 101 twice. um, I had a lot of fun. I had fun writing the papers, and not the second teacher, because for some reason, the second teacher hated my guts. But the first teacher said I showed. It's like I had the potential. He said I had the potential to be a journalist, but I had a lot of work to do. So, that was a hell of a compliment. So I found out that day I can write, and I remember my whole semester, the theme of my papers was being in the mind of a serial killer. I just love to write. I love to write stories. I love to write more than anything. So yeah. So there you go. C, computer graphic arts. When I took that in ninth, 10th, and 11th grade, because they had 4 classes, but they got rid of graphic arts 4. So I took 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, and what I mostly did in there was Photoshop. And in those 3 years, I became awesome at Photoshop. I made pictures that would he would just got to the point where I got so good at Photoshop that he would just tell me, "You know what, make whatever, and I'll grade you for it." So I was making all kinds of outlandish shit. I was making way before Michael Jackson died. All right, maybe not way before Michael Jackson died, but a year before Michael Jackson died. There's a picture of all these boys not wearing any shirts, and they were in their swim trunks. They were at a pool party, and they were just standing next to each other, sucking on juice boxes, and they were taking a picture. And I had a picture of Michael Jackson smiling in the background. It looked like he was behind him going. So I turned that in. He's like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "Are you kidding me with this?" And he started laughing. I loved Photoshop. Because of that class, I got in Photoshop wars with my cousin and some friends of mine that were in the class. Man, we used to make some outlandish shit. My friend Lance, he made some shit that should have probably got him kicked out of school. So let's just say it involved Bush and the Twin Towers. All right. um, so yeah, it was. I loved that class. Number 4, art. Loved art. And I didn't love art. I mean, I liked it. It was all right. I can't draw for shit. I'll be the first to admit it. I can't draw, and because I know I can't draw, I don't like to draw. You hand me a coloring book, and you'll keep me busy for hours, but I cannot fucking draw. So, and what sucks is I used to be able to draw. I know it sounds nerdy, but I used to take the Dragon Ball Z comic book things, and I could draw every character perfectly. And the guy who got me hooked on that actually is the artist that I use on here, HB, Henry Benson. He actually got me hooked on drawing those Dragon Ball Z characters, and I started learning how to draw. And eventually I broke out from Dragon Ball Z. I started drawing like Spider-Man and Batman and all kinds of cool shit. And then for some reason I just stopped. And I stopped drawing for so many years that now when I go to do it, I can't do it anymore like I used to, and it pisses me off. I should have kept doing it, but shit happens. So yeah, art was kind of an alright thing for me. I liked sculpting pretty much more than anything else. Yeah, and last but not least, last favorite class was lunch. Oh yeah. There's nothing better than going to learn about your fucking belly. Oh my god, what's the project today? Oh, empty stomach? Well, I know how to fix this. Fill it up. I learned a lot today. I learned what kind of foods can fill my stomach. It was awesome. You know, that was the period where you go and eat with your friends and you go outside and you hang out with your friends in the lobby. It was really cool. If we were allowed to smoke on campus, I probably would have smoked a cigarette or two while I was out there. But yeah, we weren't allowed to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my top 5 favorite school subjects. I want to know your favorite school subjects. All right, I'll check you guys later. Flip flop.